Let's talk about the bow hold. So this is a violin bow. I think it might be a half size or 3/4 size, but it's what I had on my piano. So when we hold the bow, we want to make sure that everything is relaxed. We don't want to cause any tension that can cause injury. So there's a few different schools of bow hold. The German one, which is very dainty like this, is not in fashion at the moment. The Russian bow hold has a bit more of a tilt. But what we don't want is this pinky to lock. So if your pinky's locked like that firstly you've got no flexibility left, but you can cause injury. So we want that pinky curve. So whether our bow hold's more straight or tilted like a more Russian bow hold, that pinky needs to be curved. That pinky's like the rudder on the boat. It's only little, but it does a lot to control the stick. This finger controls the pressure of the bow, but this one is the steering wheel. So you can even put your bow hold up and just see if you can wiggle your pinky like that. You'll notice I'm doing the advanced bow hold, so my thumb is in that gap there between, is the lighting working? Between the black here and this piece of leather, right there. So not inside the black cave there, but right next to it. And it's sort of at an angle going in, so it's got full control there, but you can't see it when it's hidden inside. So there. But often we start with what's called a beginner bow hold, and for the beginner bow hold, the thumb sits here on the outside. It's still bent, but then you can see all the nails there. They're nice, all nice and rounded. There's no joints locking, and see how much hangover there is. So it's not hanging all the way over the frog, but it's covering the frog's eye just there. Notice as well where the pinky is. It's not touching the screw. So if my pinky's touching the screw, I've probably just made my hand into a tense shape. So to keep it relaxed, it's quite over. And when I put my thumb in, my hand actually moves just a little bit. So if my thumb's inside, you'll notice my pinky sits right over the dot. Now your pinky might not sit exactly over the dot because your hand's not the same shape as mine, but it'll be close to the dot. It's still nowhere near that screw, all the way over there. And it's not hanging over the edge like a cello bow hold. It's sitting nicely on top. Pinky's the only one that sits on top. Okay, so there you go. And you can do little exercises to try and get some confidence with holding that bow. Once you've got it, it actually feels very natural, but at first it feels very weird. You feel like you're going to drop it, and you might drop it, and that's okay if you drop it. So make sure your floor is nice and soft if you're dropping it while you're trying to learn it. And just if you put your thumb on the outside, just because of where your thumb goes, you do have to slide down a little bit to have the thumb there and those there. Hey, so there you go. Have fun making your beautiful bow holds.